ban social media access for those under 16. That may or may not be a good idea. It's worth talking about, but it doesn't really matter for this. What matters is that those types of regulations serve as awfully good cover fire for corporations like Discord to change their policies to start collecting identification and building profiles on you that will become even more valuable as marketing as we get further into this AI fuckery that exists now, where, again, it's the reference we keep bringing up, but as has been shown in places like More Perfect Union, there's grocery stores that'll price discriminate based on who the store thinks you are when you're standing in front of a shelf. Stretch it to things like Discord. All of that data is really valuable. The problem with all this is simple. 2 months after Discord started asking for IDs the first time to comply with the UK Online Safety Act, an unknown entity breached Discord's third-party service that handled those IDs. On October 3rd, 2025, Discord wrote that it had, quote, recently discovered an incident where an unauthorized party compromised one of our third-party vendors, end quote. In terms of the data that was compromised, Discord shared that it included Discord usernames, emails, limited billing information, which could likely include all or part of addresses, IP addresses, which are a major vector, customer service messages, corporate data, and last but not least, what they call, quote, government ID images, end quote. Well, this information is valuable. Having IP addresses and hardware configurations, which are already collected by websites, can be combined, bought, sold, traded, acquired on the internet, whether through bad actors or through just bad actors that are incorporated somewhere legally. And the end result of this is that it is useful not only for advertising to you in potentially adversarial ways, but also for things like blackmail vectors or extortion or really social engineering attempts that may just open up scam opportunities. Now, the good news in all of this is that there isn't any evidence of attempted extortion. Quote, the numbers being shared are incorrect and part of an attempt to extort a payment from Discord, end quote. Okay, little bit of extortion, just a small amount of extortion. But all of this data, no matter how uninteresting of a target you might think you are today, you don't know how interesting you're going to be tomorrow and for what purpose. Because it may feel like, well, it's just a gaming account. I mean, really, how much on there is useful if I'm talking to people that are playing video games and then I play video games and it happens to know what games I play and for how long? It might seem like relatively useless information, or maybe the worst they do is use it to sell stuff to you, which, okay, it's easy to be apathetic towards that. That's what the internet does. But it all comes down to just not making it too easy to continually compile this stuff, because we don't know how it's going to be useful or who's going to want to use it. As we said earlier, Discord previously elaborated, quote, of the accounts impacted globally, we have identified approximately 70,000 users that have had government ID photos exposed, which our vendor used to review age-related appeals, end quote. This conflicts with information from attackers, which included the attackers claiming possession of 2.1 million government ID photos and data from 5.5 million unique users via Zendesk support. Discord previously told Bleeping Computer, quote, first, as stated in our blog post, this was not a breach of Discord, but rather a third-party service we use to support our customer service efforts, end quote. The company divulged that the attack was done to, quote, extort a financial ransom from Discord, end quote. Apparently, a ransom of $5 million, later reduced to $3.5 million per Bleeping Computer, and Discord said, quote, we will not reward those responsible for their illegal actions, end quote. Which is really just a less cool way of saying we don't negotiate with terrorists. So Discord seemingly didn't negotiate, didn't pay out, and we still don't know what that means for your data. Somebody has it if you were in that group. Bleeping Computer at the time said that the attackers, quote, gained access to Discord's Zendesk instance for 58 hours, beginning on September 20th, 2025, end quote, and also that, quote, attackers claims to have stolen 1.6 terabytes of data, including around 1.5 terabytes of ticket attachments and over 100 gigabytes of ticket transcripts, end quote, apparently spread across 8.4 million tickets, with 580,000 containing payment information per Bleeping Computer. Discord threw a third-party vendor under the bus here, but Discord chose that vendor. It chose what to request.